Right here is one of my favorite Mark Twain quotes. God made the idiot for practice, and then he made the school board. Hello there, it's Marvin Kilborn, retired public educator, public school teacher. This video is going to be about school boards. Now, I don't know what prompted Mark Twain's quote about school boards. I don't know what he might have had against school boards. I know from what I've read, Twain had a lot of respect for education, but didn't seem to think a lot for state-sanctioned schooling. And I would agree with him there. I've served as a public school teacher for 15 years, so while I may not know exactly what prompted Twain's comment, I know how I feel about school boards. One thing I'm sure of, I know they have a heck of a lot more power than they should have. I can also say that from my observations, they could care less about students or teachers. They mainly serve as to be stooges for the administration. And they're also going to support and defend district policies to the end, or at least to the end of the school year. I'll tell a story in another video later about a dress code, where there was this huge to-do over the dress code policy at the last district I worked for. And this actually made national news. Some of you may have heard about it. Well, the district defended their dress code policy even while being dragged through the mud by this local woman. But they defended that policy until the very end of the year, and then, of course, the next year they changed it. So they weren't even smart enough to realize they should have changed it maybe the year before, rather than allowing this woman to disparage the reputation of the whole district. They're just not very smart people. Like I said, I know they've got a lot more power than they should have, and they don't care about the kids. I know you hardly ever see them. Typically, you'll see school board members at the very beginning of the year. There's this huge assembly. Schools like to call them a convocation, where all the district employees show up in the auditorium or a cafeteria or somewhere, and the superintendent comes to speak. Usually, the president of the school board might have a few words. They mainly just want to tell us how much they appreciate us. Again, from my observations, school boards could care less about teachers. You hardly ever see them. They have their meetings. They have a meeting like once a month, every 6 weeks, or whenever they have them. They're poorly attended events. Ended up going to a couple of these meetings throughout my 15-year career. They are true snooze fest. I mean, they're boring. They're rubber stamp type meetings where there's no real meaningful discussion or dialogue about anything. On those occasions where school district employees or even parents may want to come up and address the school board to question or challenge certain policies, school boards don't want to hear it. They just dismiss these people, and they're just they stick to their guns. I got to give them that much. They're insignificant people. I mean, typical school board members. I mean, think about it. Name one. Can you name one school board member in your district? These are the same kinds of insignificant people that like serving on homeowners association, board of trustees, or board of directors. They're just people that need to derive their self-esteem, their meaning from serving in insignificant and irrelevant positions. They're just not impressive people. They're usually very, very old too. And what's funny is I remember, again, I've been to some of these school board meetings. Went to one where I could swear some of the board members were actually sleeping during the meeting. Can't blame them. Usually these people are really, really old. Another time you might see them is at the very end of the year when graduation night, where the school board members, they like to sit up on the stage as if they had something to do with the education of our children. They don't. These people aren't even educators. They're just yokel people of some whatever. They're just not impressive. So, and you hardly ever see them. Like I say, in my 15-year career, I never saw a school board member show up in my classroom to visit with me, to meet me, to see how I'm treating or teaching the kids in my whole 15-year career, except one time. And I'm going to use this one time, the one and only time a school board member ever came into my room. I'm going to use this to demonstrate just how stupid these people are. Twain was right. These are indeed idiots. Even when they try to do something right, they end up messing it up. Last school year, the district, every district in the state ended up with a huge cash infusion from the state. The money was intended to go to teacher pay raises. It all didn't go to teacher pay raises, but they ended up with a lot of extra money. So the school board dreamt up something called a longevity bonus. And at Thanksgiving time, they broke into little teams, 2 or 3 person teams of the school board members, came into our rooms to tell us how much they appreciate our loyalty to the district. Every school teacher in the district got a bonus. Okay. Now, in my case, I had been with the district for 5 years. So they had created this graduated scale. I was in the group of teachers that fell in the 0 years experience to the 5 years of experience category. So the teacher who had just signed on, just got employed in August, a short 4 months later, they got a longevity bonus. And they got the same longevity bonus that I got after having served 5 years. In our case, the longevity bonus was $150. $150? I'm sorry, it means nothing to me. Few things the district did wrong here. One, they interrupted our classes. We're in the classrooms trying to do our job, trying to teach the kids. Another thing, what they did wrong, obviously, is thinking that they should know teachers are college-educated professionals. They had some idea that I was going to be impressed with $150. That's less than 1 day's pay for me. Not impressed at all. And also the fact that the teacher who just hired on, who just started 4 months ago, got the same longevity bonus that I got. That wasn't impressive. I wasn't appreciative. That was insulting to me. But I don't know. They shouldn't have called it a longevity bonus anyway, because that was the first time I got one. And then we didn't even get one this year. They didn't explain why we didn't get one. We just didn't get one. The district should have just called it a Thanksgiving bonus or oh, what the hell, we ended up with a lot of extra money this year, so you can have some of it bonus or something. But to call it a longevity bonus and only do it that one single year, just stupid. But it's just further proof that Mark Twain was right. School boards are idiots. Idiots perfected. Well, it's Marvin Kilborn, retired teacher, just having fun here. If you're watching my videos, I'm hoping you're enjoying them, as always. If you'd like to, subscribe. With that said, have an awesome day, have a great day, and goodbye.